Ooh, that was the best transition I've done. That was great. I thought I figured out.
Are we with people?
The trick. Yeah, we got 26 people watching. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, collectors, humans, welcome to the DC Infinite Hour. I'm Ahsoka the Geek. With me, as always, we have Brad, the DC Universe Geek, and Mr. Rob D. Toys. There he is. Gentlemen, how are we all doing tonight?
It's been a hot minute, man.
It's been a while, right? It's been like a couple of weeks.
I've been on vacation. You've been doing your thing.
Yeah, which has not been on vacation, but I know the last show was we got Claudio.
Hey, Claudio.
Let's see the side of the chat first. Yeah, we got Claudio. We got the meme team.
Oh, there he is.
Geek. There's Claudio.
Go, my buddy.
We got Batfan1. We got some good people in the chat today.
Yeah.
Fine folks right there. And we got a good show tonight, guys. We got a good show. But yeah, this is our second show post the Flash.
Post-Flash.
And everything's gone to shitter with the Flash.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
things didn't improve for the Flash, guys.
Nope. I think some of that is probably fatigue. Some of it is superhero fatigue. Some of it is people that are like, I don't want to see it because it's not attached to anything.
I don't know, man. I feel like that anyone who saw it is representative of like the core DC audience.
Yeah.
And that would just like, I don't want to say sad, but that just shows you how like little that is. It's like well, you need that general audience, man.
Yeah. It's funny because the Flash is such a well-known character globally. Like when people think of DC characters, most people know who Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Aquaman are. Right? I think even Green Lantern takes like this in the general public takes the same tier as like say Hawkman, right? They'd probably see him and go, oh yeah, I recognize that character maybe, but Flash, my point is like Flash is so well known that like I'm honestly surprised that aside from all the Ezra Miller stuff, like that it didn't
I think people like I think the normies just hear word of mouth and just was like, you know what, I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah.
The word of mouth in the beginning was so good though.
It was. You got Tom Cruise talking about it, man.
Yeah, like it did very well with the original word of mouth. Yeah, right. I do feel lied to. I feel lied to though, for sure.
Oh yeah, about the special effects.
Yeah, like they came right out. I told my audience that the CGI looked kind of frumpy. It's kind of bad, but they told us that the CGI wasn't finished like right off the bat. And I just feel so lied to with that. Like, and I feel like the person that told us that was told that too. Like I feel like someone far up was like, just tell them it's not done.
It's funny,
because we were the hype machine, right?
Oh yeah.
They didn't want the hype machine saying it was good, but the CGI looked like dog anus. They didn't want us saying that.
I think my biggest problem was with like Nicolas Cage actually shot some real footage.
Yeah.
And like they even CGI'd him up, even though he's actually there.
Yeah.
I
feel like they would have CGI'd Nicholas because like he's older looking now.
Yeah.
It's like they would have had to like young him up.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But I feel like that was all just CG that we saw. Like
it felt like it. All right, guys, let's move on. We'll pour one out for the Flash one day together, and let's move on. We got a good show tonight. We got a lot of things to talk about. Rob, though, you mentioned something when the show started. Oh, you made breakfast this morning.
I made breakfast on my new griddle.
Ooh, tell us about that, dude. Let's hear about
that. Me, it didn't.
I made some pancakes and some bacon. It was the first time making bacon not in a microwave.
Hold on. What?
Yeah.
Are you telling me your whole life you've made bacon in the nuker?
Yeah.
Why have you done that? Why have you done such a thing?
I don't know.
What the heck?
Is that how you were raised?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it turn out on the griddle?
Does it turn out good in the microwave? Is it like?
Yeah, I mean, my kids told me today that they prefer it in the microwave.
Because you've poisoned them. You've gotten them used to nuker bacon.
Does it get crispy in the microwave?
It can be. Yeah.
If you overcook it.
Yeah, if you overcook it. I like my bacon flaccid, so.
Just like his. As far as the bacon. Oh, sorry. Yeah, because when you put it on the griddle, like it caramelizes it with the heat, right? Where when you cook it in the nuker, like
you
the
don't
only way to get that really
crispy, tastes different. It tastes like restaurant bacon.
Well, because there's in the nuker, unless you go to a nice, they have them all on a baking sheet, or they toss them in a pan quickly. But yeah, a lot of places it's nuker bacon in a restaurant too.
You lost the audience with this one, buddy. Microwave bacon. I'm sorry, but when that.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's how I was raised. So
hey, nothing wrong with that, dude. It's probably healthier.
What other weird things were you raised with?
I don't know. It's like tons of grease, man.
Okay, how did the pancakes turn out on the black?
Oh, the pancakes were phenomenal.
Yeah. Now, what kind of heat level did we use? Medium heat, low heat?
I used I aimed for 375. That was my aim.
Nice.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Rob bought a Blackstone griddle.
Yeah.
And that's what he's been cooking on the last few weeks. I also have a Blackstone griddle. He saw it in action when he visited me. So he's a part of the Blackstone
That's why you
family.
bought one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Brad, have you ever used a griddle?
Well, no. Now I got to look up this whole Blackstone griddle thing because I've never.
I have to say that Ahsoka's cooking
my stove has a griddle in the middle of it.
Phenomenal.
I'll bring it up for us guys for the.
Put it in this.
That's what everyone came for, to learn about.
Cooking
on a Blackstone.
Listen, well-made bacon is like. And you can't do better than on a flat. Oh yeah. For the kitchen or for outside? Because you can
for outside
now. Okay, because you can actually get these for the kitchen now. I just saw an ad for one.
Yeah.
The nice thing about the flat top is when you're making burgers on it, they say really juicy.
Oh yeah,
because the grease and the juices stay on the griddle.
Now, as someone that went to chef school, right? I have proper chef training. Doesn't mean I'm a chef. I suck at cooking now because I haven't gone for a decade. But what I do remember about the blacktop. Technically, you don't have to use any grease on it at all. Get it so hot that when you put water on it, put some water drops on it, they dance on the top.
Oh yeah, dude.
As round balls. When it's like that, it's hot enough you could put anything on it and nothing will stick to it.
Greased
or not.
That's probably true. I think the griddle could handle that.
It is true. Hot. That's what it is. That's because in the chef we had a bunch of gas stoves on one side, and then we had a huge griddle, and it was just the same thing as what you got. It's just a big cast iron griddle. It's either cast iron or there's a steel griddle they use. Yeah, just get it hot enough. You'll never have to grease nothing on that again. And nothing will stick to it. You just clean it, you scrape it once in a while.
I got to give a shout out to my boy, McFarlane. He's been my best friend of 20 years, guys.
Oh!
Over 20 years.
We have another bacon nuker.
Yeah, and he's a bacon nuker. Mac
takes all kinds.
Mac has the same taste in food as you do, Rob, because he also likes his burgers, just the meat.
Is he the one that's also from Philly?
Yes. Yeah, you met him. That's right.
Yeah.
Look at that memory, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that's why. You guys live fairly close together, don't you? Close-ish.
Now, Brad, what are you working on over there, dude? What you
got I got to finish I'm changing the cape on I used automotive paint years ago to paint, John Henry.
Oh,
really shiny.
That's good, buddy.
Yeah, I might go over them again and fix it up because I have different techniques. But I'm going to switch the cape because this works really well. So let's just stick that on there because it fits the way that the cape is formed. The McFarlane cape is formed. It fits right in the crack. So I'm just going to hold that there for a few minutes while we're talking, and he'll have a new cape because I need to have it ready for eventually when John Henry comes on. I need to have the figure to review.
Okay,
compare him to.
We will revisit that in just a few minutes, guys.
Yeah,
Brad customizes right in front of our face. All right, let's go to some news, guys. We got a lot of stuff. Let's start off with, let's go with Superman Legacy casting.
Ooh.
First of all. Yeah, so let me go ahead and share my screen once again.
There's a lot of casting news too. I was surprised. He's
every day, dude.
Front loading that.
All right, let's go ahead and share my screen. So since we've talked, we have actually had casting announcements for not only Lois and Clark, but Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Metamorpho, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Superman,
I hope she's in it. I love her.
That's a T-Mobile girl. I don't think she's in it. But
she's great though. I know she's not, but I wish she was in it.
I should have had
put her in the DCU somewhere. She could play in the Marvel universe. She should have played Squirrel Girl.
Ooh, that would have been interesting. I'm sorry, I forgot to get a picture of the new Superman and Lois up. Let's start with that. Sorry, guys. All right, let's share again. screen. All right, that's easier. Okay, so first let's talk about our new Superman and Lois, David Cornsweet.
Yeah,
as
that's
Superman.
what you get in the summer. You get corn sweat. It's like
Rachel Brosnahan.
Rachel Brosnan. Yeah, Brosnan
as Lois.
Brosnahan. My wife loves her.
I have not seen either of these two act. So
really,
she's the marvelous Miss Maisel.
Yes, marvelous Miss. I was going to say my
there
wife loves that.
Rob, what do you think so far? Just initial impressions.
I mean, the pictures where they make him look like Superman, I think he definitely has that look. He looks like Henry.
A little bit, like the Cubby brothers.
Yeah.
But he almost kind of looks like the Walmart brand Henry.
No, that's because you're comparing him to Henry. He's off brand. But he's also on brand David.
Yeah. There's something with the eyes though. I don't know what it is, but like it doesn't look like anybody's home in his eyes. Wow.
Sorry, David, if you're watching.
Rob came with violence today.
Yeah,
I
was home crying himself to sleep.
Right? I think he's going to look the part. As far as what's her name? I don't remember.
Rachel. Let's call her Rachel.
Yeah. She embodies what I think of as Lois Lane. I don't mean to sound rude in this, so don't take it that way. But
never. Like
Lois Lane in the movies have never been like extremely gorgeous type, except for Amy Adams. So like. I think this fits the brand of Lois, where she's like hard-nosed, tomboyish a little bit.
Hard-nosed and sexy.
Yeah. I was very surprised with the other how much they're actually throwing in.
Yeah,
hold on. Do we want to do just Superman and Lois first?
Yeah.
And then talk about
exactly.
I mean,
I feel like otherwise we're gonna get lost.
I don't know these two. I mean, like I need to watch their acting, but they look the part.
Okay, fair enough.
I hope he bulks up.
Oh, he definitely will. Remember how skinny Cavill was?
Yeah.
There's people online saying David's not muscular enough to play Superman. Like, well, let's pull up the picture of Cavill and people call this the Reeves suit. It's not. He's in a kind of a hybrid of the Reeves suit and the Dean Cain suit.
Okay.
Yeah, and he doesn't look buff there. He looks like a normal, sort of muscular right there. Right?
Okay.
Like, I have to pull that up as a reminder. Like, give David a chance to hit the gym, guys, to get buff. Okay.
Brad, continue with your thoughts, or what do you think?
Well, I personally, when there was all the news of the new casting, I saw the people they were gonna, they were the last three contestants on The Price is Superman, and this was the guy I was voting for. I think that he can do I think he's going to do a great job. I like the look of him. And once he bulks up, that'll also slightly change the look of his face.
Sure.
And he's got a great hairline to play Superman. Yeah. He's an American fella, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an American for a change.
Yeah. I mean, I had no problem with Henry not being American, not being an American guy playing Superman. That was fine. Because I see Superman as the world's character. Because, I mean, he's a partially Canadian created character as well.
Yeah, two Jewish guys from Canada created him, so he doesn't have
to. But I think he looks great. I think that he is probably going to do the part really, really good service, because I believe that he and James Gunn are on the same page of making a hopeful Superman, a bright Superman. So I was ecstatic, and the same thing with Brosnahan. I'm going to cock up that name a lot too. I'm in the Cock the Name Up Club. I think she's going to do fantastic. I think that she can look the part, because we have to remember, once you get people in suit, in costume, with the right lighting on them, as movies are, the whole thing, the universe built around them, people that you wouldn't think could do a good job often do, like Keaton, right?
Yeah.
If Keaton tried to portray my favorite type of Batman suit, like black and gray with the pouches and shit, I don't think that he would do a good job at that particular Batman. But Burton built a suit and a universe that fit Keaton, and I think that James Gunn will do a great job. So these two here, I think, are, in my opinion, perfect castings.
Do we know like how tall these people are?
Ooh, I don't.
How tall is David? I think what was he? I don't remember. I did look that up, but I can't remember. Hey Google, how tall is David? What the fuck is his last name? David Cornsweet. Oh man, that's a long one.
6'4".
Wow, good.
Yeah,
it's a good height.
Sorry, everybody at home.
What about her?
I just asked Google.
I would say I'm excited about her.
She's shorter
in the Marvelous Miss Maisel, and she's great. For him, I have no idea. You know what I mean? I haven't watched him enough, and it really depends on the tone.
You're gonna love him, Ahsoka.
We'll see what the tone's gonna be like. I hope he plays a goofy Clark Kent.
Let's make a bet. Honestly, let's make a bet. If you love him, as Superman, right? And I know that you're like easy to impress. So let's say if you really love him as Superman, you have to really like him as Superman. Okay.
Yeah.
If you really like him as Superman, what should we wager? We got to wager something. Yeah. Like a friendly bet, like not like something we're going to be in pain.
We'll let everyone in
if you chat. And I will build you a custom figure of your choice.
Ooh, I like that. I have no custom skills, so I can't build you anything.
No, it doesn't have to be that. But, and no cheating because you want a custom figure either.
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah.
No, what's my custom?
I will think of something. I like that though. Yeah, I'm hopeful. We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? It's weird because it's like it's hard to get excited for this. We're still grieving Cavill and that whole thing.
I'm not
so fresh.
I'm not.
I'm still attached, dude. Let it go. Brandon Routh, we had like years to move on.
Yeah, I think that there's a hardcore Schneider. See, now I'm doing it again. Snyder verse fans. So I think they're the ones that are going to have to get over this.
You know what? It's something new. The Snyderverse is done. It's not coming back. People can riot in the streets. They can freak out. They can hashtag all they want. It's not coming back. Let it go.
Let it go.
I'm not saying this to you. I'm saying this in general, right? To the movement. It was great to have Cavill there, and it sucks that he wasn't used to his full potential, but it's done.
He's wearing shorts.
Well, I guess it's not exactly maybe about Cavill. It's just that like
the universe,
the whole like the Flash is just like, and like this whole. We're already trying to like.
We still got Aquaman.
We're still living in the old house, and we're about to haven't even moved in the new house yet, and we're like, it's hard to like, I guess, get excited about something when you know what I mean, like,
But the time, but by the time the new Superman movie comes out, and let's face it, it is going to be pushed back because of the writer's strike and the actor's strike, and rightly so, right? It's a lot of the actors who. Okay, side note. Anyway, it's going to be. Definitely going to be pushed back. We'll be ready for it, right? And when I bet you, if people walk into this feeling jaded, like, well, poop, the Snyderverse never finished, and you're just going to hate everything that's not Snyder. I guess I'll go this to review bomb it. I want us all to walk out of the theater just feeling good again, watching Superman. That's all I want. He's not a replacement for Cavill. Cavill was Superman, and no one can take that away from him. Right. And he was a great Superman. No one can take that from him. But it's time for something new.
And I'm not that like, hardcore.
Yeah, I know.
I guess I'm just not as like, it's just hard to get excited about these things anymore. A little bit. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the mood I'm in, but it's just like, it's just been like, it's
you lost your girlfriend and you're not ready to get back.
Maybe a little of that. I guess.
Hopefully,
hopefully by the time it comes out, Brad, like you're saying, like in 3-4 years, it'll be less.
I just hope it's not leaked. Like we see set after set photo.
I want to see the suit of each character, just one shot, and then nothing more.
Yeah.
Right. Give people something to grab onto, and then nothing more. Right. Oh, okay. I'm not going to answer first. On these yet. I'm gonna let you guys have your.
Sorry, that wasn't a good segue, but so we got Lois and Clark.
What did you think? Did you say what your thoughts were, Ahsoka, or was I?
No. Lois,
I thought he did. Yeah. Sorry,
Lois. I'm excited about because I've seen her in things and she's great. Clark, he looks pretty generic so far, but again, I haven't seen him in anything, and it really comes down to how they're going to portray him
Yeah,
like if he's gonna be like a goofy Clark Kent, I'm all for that, dude. I want to go back to the goofy, like bumbling Clark Kent. I hope they do that. Like Rob mentioned.
Have you seen his tweets? James Gunn's tweets?
I follow James, but I don't make a point to like search it out.
He fully plans on having a lovable Superman and a Clarky Clark is the idea.
Okay.
I'm also just curious how. Well, let's go to the casting first, and we'll come back.
Yeah, I mean, his Guardians was great. I mean,
yeah,
the Christmas special was still probably my favorite. I haven't seen the third movie yet, but
the third one's great, dude.
But like the Christmas special with Kevin Bacon was like phenomenal.
Wasn't that awesome having Kevin Bacon in there?
Yeah,
I love that, and he played Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
All right, guys, what do we think about Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl? I'll go first. I mean, she looks very young in this picture here, but you know, I've seen this Dora movie. My daughter watched it. She seemed like she's got spunk. Seemed like a positive young lady. So,
I like Dora too, for the record.
Yeah, and so
I liked it.
It was good. So I'm like, yeah, I can't say I'm like excited. I think it's good casting. You know, I think it's fine, but yeah, I guess I'm not. I don't feel one way or the other. Like I'm not like that, and then I'm not like Rob, let's go to you next, sir. What do you think?
I think she's gonna do phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen like the red hair. I mean, they could always dye it, but I'm all for this.
Okay. Bradley?
Yeah. I think she'll do great. I mean, there's been times when I get it. You know, can we talk about the degentrification of Hollywood? Because we have two redhead characters that have been not cast as gingers. God damn it!
I will say with Hawkgirl though, in the comic books, she wasn't always a ginger, right?
That's exactly it.
Yeah, so that's fair, but I still agree that I do not support the degentrification.
Agenda.
And that should be part of the SAG talks if you want.
Yes, it should.
You know,
I am for that. I would pick it with stop the degentrification of Hollywood.
I mean, same with Nathan.
I know. I was going to get to that. Yeah, I think she's great. He's going to have a bowl cut. James Gunn has said no. James Gunn. I actually saved the tweet while we were talking about it. I'm going to find it.
Well, and let's go right to Nathan Fillion. Brad, what do you think about Mr. Nathan Fillion as?
I think he can do great as Guy because he can be snarky and cheeky, right? But I did comment on someone's Instagram post when I first saw it that it's a huge missed opportunity to have him as Hal, though. Like they've got a very Guy picture. Not at all.
I don't see him as Hal. Like everybody wants him as Hal, but
yeah,
I disagree.
Didn't he do the voice of Hal a few times?
I believe so. Yeah,
he was pretty good at it.
Yeah, but I don't get the vibe from when I look at him.
It's funny. He's the one guy I've always thought like live action, like because I mean, if I could, I'd get Harrison Ford in a time machine and get him to play Hal Jordan.
Yeah,
because he has that look and the attitude. But I get Nathan Fillion can do the attitude of both of them well. But I always thought that he would have looked really good as Hal. I've thought that for like years. So when I'm like, great, you casted him, but you casted him as Guy. Shit. But he'll do fine. I think he'll do fine.
Love of the game. Bill Burr would have been perfect. Ooh, that would have been inspired. Oh my God. That would have been inspired casting.
Missed opportunity. Get Bill Burr as Guy and get Nathan Fillion as Hal. That's my opinion.
I heard rumors that Tom Cruise was going to be in Green Lantern. That's why he was supporting the Flash.
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't work out.
Hey, I'm a Tom Cruise fan, so
I like Tom Cruise, but I just, don't want him as Hal Jordan. He'd steal the show.
He would.
He's a show stealer.
It's Maverick. He steals the show because he's so good, Brad.
That's what I know he is. I don't want him to steal the show.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Brad on this a little bit. Like, it depends on how they play Guy Gardner, because sometimes in the comics he's really a jerk, but then sometimes he just sort of has a temper, isn't really a jerk, just a little brash. So I guess Nathan Fillion could pull it off. Do you
think they're gonna do the jacket?
Oh,
they better.
I think they're gonna do the jacket.
So I got 2 runs.
Okay, hold on. I gotta interrupt the show. My son is back from baseball. He's got 3 games left.
Yeah.
He got 2 runs.
Hey, congratulations.
It would have been 3, but I was on third base and the time ran out.
Well, darn it. You got 2, though.
But, Dad, I ran from first base all the way home without stopping. You know why?
Because you're a boss.
No, both people on both bases fumbled it. They were about to pick me off and they fumbled it.
Awesome.
I got a run. I was on 2 strikes.
I'm proud of you, son. All right, I got to keep casting.
Yep, okay.
I love you, boy.
Yep, I'll do that.
Look at that tender moment on the DC Infinite Hour. That's what the show's about, guys.
2 runs.
Fathers and sons.
That's my boy. He's playing baseball, the greatest game in the world.
Look at that.
Hold on, my other son's giving me a hug. I'm going to mute the mic while you guys chit-chat.
All right, there he goes. But yeah, dude. So it's fine. No, the whole family's in there. Look, that's adorable. You know? I think he's going to do good. Nathan Fillion's got range, you know?
Who would you play as do you think Hal's going to be in it? Or do you think they just haven't announced it
I don't
yet?
think he's going to be in it. I think he'll probably have his own thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be in it.
It'll be weird, though, because if they eventually cast, hopefully when they eventually cast Hal Jordan, I'm going to see like Nathan Fillion is obviously going to be in whatever Green Lantern movie then, right? And
what about the TV show?
I'm going to be like, my God, this looks like Hal Jordan is with Hal Jordan.
I think it's the TV show.
The Green Lantern TV show? I thought that was done.
I think it's being
Yeah.
scrapped. I don't know, honestly. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I thought that was kaput. So I forget what I heard. It might not be true, but I'm pretty sure I thought that was kaput. Like, done.
I like Trotang's message here about being a little too old. Yeah, he's definitely like 50, I think.
Yeah,
You know?
I want someone that's younger. That's also why I didn't want him as Hal.
I always imagine Guy Gardner's being like 38, 40.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. But if you look at that snarky face, right? Like I know he can do Guy Gardner well, but I'm just like, damn it. We need a redhead. Come on, cast a redhead. This is a great casting, I think.
It's all I think about is this X-Men First Class movie when he gets like he's supposed to be so great and then he gets like obliterated. It's not his fault, the actor's fault.
Yeah.
But
I think he can play the genius like really well though.
That's a good point. He does.
I think he'll do a great job of that.
So do you think these characters are going to be just like thrown in kind of like in the Suicide Squad with no background? And you're just like, hey, like, or...
So what I read James Gunn say, this is going to be a workplace thing, right? So I feel like it's going to be the workplace of the Daily Planet and then the workplace of like Superman's workplace with other heroes.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like they're going for here. So like this is his one workplace, the Daily Planet's another workplace. So like I think they're going to interact in that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think. Oh, sorry, Brad. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and we won't. The thing is, we're definitely not going to see their origins. At least I wouldn't think so, because he said that this isn't going to be an origin story for Superman. So if we're not seeing Superman's origin, he's the star of the show.
Yeah,
we're not going to see these guys. So
and it hasn't been confirmed that the Elite
Authority.
Sorry, I was thinking the Elite. That's been confirmed that
not yet. No, he hasn't confirmed it yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do like the approach they're taking, because like every solo Superman film we've had has been very just Superman centric, obviously, as it should be. I think it's the first one where he's like starting out with other heroes. So it's definitely a different approach.
I like the fact that, you know what it says to me? That Superman lives in a living world. He lives in a world that is vibrant with metahumans, because that's the fact in the comic books. The idea is, I mean, okay, let's take Metamorpho. Yeah. Maybe the characters that they're introducing will only be in one scene and they show up and they help Superman or something like that, or whatever. I have no idea. Yeah. I'm okay with that, because now the characters have been introduced and they don't need to be in the movie for a long time and be focused on. There doesn't even need to be a lot of character development with them. As long as we see them, we know they exist, then they can go into a different movie. Right? I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that. And like, when are we ever going to get a chance to see another live action Metamorpho?
Yeah, right? James definitely has like a knack for taking like obscure characters to normies and like bringing them to the forefront. So
the entirety of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Right.
He made them a household name.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, everyone's going to know Metamorpho's name.
I mean, I love Metamorpho. I love this casting.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
This is
guy looks
perfect. Again,
great.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
I saw this and I thought, I showed my wife and it was like, could they have picked anyone better? I don't know.
Do you think there's going to be a Batman and a Wonder Woman in this yet?
In the movie?
Yeah.
I hope not. I really do hope that there's no Diana and no Bruce. Like, I want there to be a Superman
maybe
movie
then
without
talking,
Batman in it.
But not in it. Like, you could see him like talking on a screen.
Yeah, possibly.
It's so hard to say. Yeah.
I'd like them to be mentioned so that we know they exist, so that people don't forget, and it gets the juices simmering a little bit, but that's it. Like I could actually do without seeing Bruce and Diana.
I mean, this is like a solid Justice League.
John Cena
it feels
Guy Gardner.
It definitely feels like a Bruce Tim Justice League.
It does. It's gonna be interesting. I'm really curious though, like tone wise and like design wise, how he's gonna differentiate this universe from the old universe.
Yeah,
especially since we've seen so many superhero costumes.
You know what I would say? I'm betting dollars to donuts that Metropolis is that bright, hopeful, shining city.
Yeah.
Probably. And that means I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he's probably going to use quite a bit of orange tones to signify the warmth.
Ooh.
At certain points, like not over the whole city.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll have anything even remotely close to the dark wash that Snyder went with.
Yeah.
And the muted colors. I think that it's going to be like a bright, hopeful movie, and all the colors.
You think it'll be a little bit more like on the fantasy side, like less like a real city, but more like a DC city.
So.
Yeah. It'd be really fantastic if they actually make it look like the city of tomorrow, right? Like something that is like very classic looking, like the 40s, but also entirely futuristic.
Yeah,
that mix, I love that look. I love that aesthetic.
Yeah, me too.
Whereas Snyder was like, he specifically wanted Man of Steel. He wanted it to be grounded in current reality.
Right.
And I'm okay with Superman not being grounded in current reality. He's a fictional character that flies and wears a red cape. He doesn't have to be grounded in our current reality. I go there to have escapism, not a taste of reality.
Yeah, agreed. True. Okay. Well, we got some exciting things here, boys. A lot to look forward to. Listen, we're getting another live action Superman with new characters we haven't seen on screen. So at least we get this. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully the writer's strike and the
what do you think about like Blue Beetle? I mean, that he says is like the first. Do you think he just said that was the first one, just so that it wouldn't bomb?
Rob, that's a great transition. Let's go right into the Blue Beetle trailer. Should we watch it, guys, with the audience?
The new one looks good. The second trailer.
Let's watch it. Let me stop sharing.
I'm excited about this one too.
So this was supposed to be like a direct-to-TV movie type thing for HBO. Was it? Right?
I thought it was supposed to be episodes. No,
or is it?
I don't know. No, back when it was first imagined. I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
And then they said, no, this is too good. Let's bring it.
Should I do audio and risk getting a strike, or what do you think?
We don't get striked. We get claimed. Remember the one time we didn't have any audio? They still claimed my video.
That's a good point.
We want your whole 2-hour cast because you had a little bit of video. It's like, we're your hype people, you dummies. Don't claim us.
Exactly. All right, let's do it. Let's play it.
Okay.
Wait, can you hear it?
I want to fly.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear it because my sound was off. Oops.
Let's do this.
There we go.
Yeah. You gotta force it to come out. What do you? You're a genius.
Well, I know. But what I say?
Oh, did you know what was going to happen to my brother when you stuck him with this world-destroying thing? It's called the Scarab. I had no idea it would activate. It has to choose you.
So how do we get it to unchoose me?
Host acquired.
Who said that?
Systems tracking 3.
Okay,
2.
baby, okay.
Uptown, baby. I was down, but they see I'm up down, baby.
Host overreacting.
Overreacting?
Suit looks great.
When I hit you with that, you know.
Threat approaching. Engaging host protection.
Like a judo. And when we get in mode, I'ma dog it like I'm Cujo.
Can you pause it?
Threat eliminated.
I just want to say, watching that scene, every time I watch it, I don't know about you guys, but you know what I always think of every time?
Speed.
You know that scene in Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, the bus goes in front of him.
Yes.
And he's like, what the heck? And all of a sudden, he's like, this old lady's like crotch is coming towards him. He's like, and he goes right through her legs and panties. For some reason, that is what's always playing in my head. I imagine Bill Cosby and Ghost Dad.
That scene feels very Marvel to me.
Yeah, like very Shang-Chi. He did something.
You know what, though?
Right?
But Marvel is the one that put all the humor in there. And now that's like, I feel like they're getting the credit for it. Like what you say, right? Feels very Marvel. It's a lot of people say that, but it's like because Marvel did it. But it's like DC has plenty of moments just like this in the source material, but because of the original Snyderverse, they didn't have moments like this.
Yeah.
And then when they tried to in the Justice League, it didn't work.
By the way, I challenge anyone to find another Ghost Dad Bill Cosby reference on any other podcast you're going to watch this week.
True story.
I'm not sure I like the AI system that what we see. Like, I don't know. That's just my personal taste.
Seeing in the helmet like Tony Stark.
She's a little too, the voice is a little cliche-ish, but you know, let's finish it up. Let's go. Let's take it.
Sorry about that. What do you think the government is going to do when they figure out that some kid has this military tech?
Bust it down, bust it down. We are going to change the world with the power of the scarab. It belongs to me.
Watch out, watch out. Oh, he's pissed. Listen to me!
Uptown, baby.
You got the wrong guy! I'm a nobody, but I swear!
Now they see I'm up now, baby.
The world is a place to protect. I have an arsenal at my disposal.
Anything, please!
Watch and learn, Jaime. Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
And he figures it out.
That love you feel for your family makes you weak. You're wrong. My family.
Now, one thing I want to comment on here, guys. Listen, you know, most people's families kind of drive them crazy. Not mine, of course, but I will say that, like, some people's families could be a detriment to these antics. Like, you know, I mean, come on. And the other thing
is, grandma's badass in this, though.
It's so much like Shazam, the way they're advertising it, and we know how that turned out. Like, fuck. Excuse me. Like, geez.
Okay. No, I got thoughts, but I'll wait till after.
Okay, wait. Let's just wait.
That's what makes me strong.
Oh, I forgot how bad it looks. Target the family.
Sorry, my mom.
Jaime?
You are our superhero, government.
Y'all take shots, y'all aim up. Whoa!
You're the Blue Beetle. I could use that arsenal right about now.
God, you never ask.
Hell yeah.
They've been trying to stop the way, don't stop.
Grandma!
Mama?
I advise we back away.
Town, I was down, but they see I'm up now.
We better get an action figure of Grandma.
I don't know about Grandma, man.
I love that Grandma. I know she probably wouldn't sell well, but I would buy that figure of Grandma for sure. You know what?
Brad,
I'm just
your thoughts. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, buddy.
First of all, I want to say that is how you properly do representation. Right? You take a character that already is, you know, not a white dude or whatever, and then you make a movie about them. You glorify them, you put a spotlight on them. That is how you do representation. Right? Not by changing shit up. Take existing characters of whatever it is that people want to represent, have representation for, the already existing ones, and make movies about them. Right? That is fantastic. I am all for this movie so far. I haven't seen it yet, but from what I've seen so far, I'm definitely all for it. I think that the Blue Beetle, I think that is about as accurate, like a comic accurate movie suit as we could have ever gotten.
Yeah.
Right. Because they still have to gussy it up and make it look movie like. But all of the things that are in the comic book are pretty much there. So they've done a great job translating that and not making it look stupid. But my prediction is that, and I hate to say this, my prediction is that it will not do well at the theater. Not that I don't want it to do well, but I really don't think it will do well at the theater because no one knows who this character is. So they really have to have a marketing blitz. I know there'll be lots of people that go to see it. Some people just because of representation.
Yeah.
But will that be enough to put enough butts in seats of people who don't know who this character is? Considering the Flash and Shazam's trailer, television presence, all the hype for two big, bright, more well-known characters, and they both went for a crap at the box office. At this point, I'm not so sure this is going to do well, but it might. I mean, sometimes movies surprise the crap out of me. Aquaman did way better than I thought it.
What they all say about that is it was made for, I think, 200 mil or 100 to 200 mil. So the budget's way less.
Oh, for Blue Beetle.
Yeah, so that's one good thing it's got going for it. But great points, Brad, and especially love the point about the representation. They took a very it's just from the comic book with his family. That is, I like that point a lot. But
they changed the city. That was all I do know that. I forget what.
Yeah, it was in New Mexico, right? In the comic books.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember.
Rob,
I'm not a Blue Beetle expert.
I think it looks entertaining. I definitely want to see it. I don't know how it's going to do. I think there's going to be comparisons like who was it? James said he's like Venom mixed with Iron Man. I think people are just going to think that, and maybe they're going to be like, well, Marvel did it first type thing. You know what I mean? So
I hate that commentary. I hate that.
I know. I do
hate
too.
That. People getting pit against one another. It's like
it's like people don't give well, I'm a Marvel fan. I don't like DC. I hate that mentality because I love Marvel too. Like I like watching. Yeah. I even collect certain action figures, but not the whole gamma.
Most people didn't know who the hell Marvel what average people.
Yeah.
And then Iron Man came out, and they'd already had a bit of a taste with Spider-Man and like the Hulk, the pre-Marvel Universe Hulk, and the Fantastic Four and X-Men. But a lot of people had no idea what the Marvel Universe was until the Marvel Film Universe came to be.
Yeah.
And it made an entire generation and became the Star Wars of a generation, right? It's like that is like as Star Wars was to us.
But I feel like it's now getting watered down to the point where people just aren't caring as much. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the characters aren't as fresh anymore.
Well, you can't have. Hold on, I'm gonna stop doing this for now. The problem I think with the Marvel Universe is you've got all these characters that are like secondary characters, like Ant-Man, and tertiary characters or whatever, and they all can exist just fine, but without the big cheese characters, it's like it's not the same, right? So without Steve Rogers, without Tony Stark, without all the main players, they just exist as like secondary. Hey, well, we want to keep the money train going. And I think it kind of becomes obvious a little bit that it's less about the writing and more about keeping it going. Like, hey, this is good. We've made this legendary comic book movie universe. Let's just keep it going. And some of the writing for some of the stuff I don't feel has been as good, right? I'd be happy with a Marvel Universe reboot. Seriously, recast the main characters. Sorry, off topic.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, it was fine. I'm excited about a lot of the trailer, the costume, all the actors look great. It just looks very cliche. And like going back to what you guys said about Marvel, it's like superhero origin isn't like I transfer my family and I'm gonna it's been done to death. Yeah. So like I just don't know how well it's gonna do. I'll be there opening day, obviously. I'm a Blue Beetle fan. Like this is what I'm here for. But yeah, and the way they cut the trailer, it just reminds me of Shazam. The way they did that trailer, and that movie didn't do very good based on that trailer. Of course, Flash didn't do good either, and it had a great epic trailer with epic music. So I didn't even know. I had no idea.
I thought that both movies were great. That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, when I look at like how good, for example, the Shazam sequel was, like, it was enjoyable. It looked fine. You had more than just character development for Zach. Like, it was. Like, I thought it was great. Like, was it like super deep and insightful? No, it had a simple message, but it was certainly entertaining.
It was entertaining, but I never haven't had a desire to watch it again. You know,
I watched it twice and now I'm good, but I'm like that with all movies. I'll watch it like twice and I won't pick it up again for a decade.
Oh, really? You don't go back
I'm that guy.
Wow, I respect that. If I like something, I'll watch it like to death. You know, but there we have it, guys. There's the Blue Beetle. So listen, let's try to keep it positive. Trailer looks good. Let's see what happens. We'll be there for opening day. Hopefully, Brad, you'll be able to make it to the premiere. Maybe, I don't know.
I hope so. I gotta tell you, I've gotten invited to 2 pre-screenings, and I've sucked as an influencer because, like, I look at all the people that are there, and they're all like so well dressed and like cool and popular. And I went to the Flash one, and I was double fisting beers.
I don't see a problem with this, buddy.
Sweaty as all heck. I met a cosplayer that I think she's fantastic cosplayer, and I was like, don't be stupid, don't be stupid. And then I went and talked to her, and it was like I was stupid when I talked to her. Like, it was like I look at all these people and it's like I am not an influencer, and I feel bad because Warner Brothers thinks that I am, and I'm not. Like, I talk about things I like, but like, influencers are like, oh, a new topic, let's make a video about this and get more views. Like, there's so much stuff I don't make videos about.
We talked about it on the show.
Everyone was cooler than me there is what I'm getting at. Like,
hey, I don't want to hear that kind of talk, Brad. You know, I don't want to hear that kind of talk. Double fisting a beer, 2 beers, one in your pocket, able to play the guitar at the same time.
I had a Guinness that I snuck in. And I opened it up after Claudio was with us. He was taking pictures, and I opened up this friggin' beer, this like Guinness that had been shaken up. I didn't realize it. And it went all over the floor. I'm like, oh no, you think they're gonna care if I drink this? And I had to run across the floor and like get up to foam over the garbage, and I chugged the entire can of Guinness. And all the staff that were at one end and the other end of the hallway, they're all like this. As I'm spilling Guinness on the carpet like a jackass, and I just chugged the whole thing.
That's a great story in my opinion. So, all right, guys, let's move on from the live action side of things to the action figure side of things.
Can I just say, everybody, if you're in Canada, you go to Dollarama. I've been finding Last Airbender figures there from McFarlane.
Dude, at the Dollarama.
The Dollarama, yeah, everything is like nothing is above what, $4.50 there. But they've been getting good stuff. They get like on-brand stuff. So I've been getting these, and I'm going to open them and fiddle with them, and then give them to one of my kids.
Beautiful.
Yeah, $4.50.
It's not $1 at the Dollarama.
No, Dollarama is $4.50 now. Nothing is $1 there.
Inflation, man. Speaking of, well, that's not a really good segue, but let's talk about the most controversial and exciting.
Controversial.
Well,
it's controversial.
Why is it controversial? Oh,
Rob, take it away, Rob.
Yeah,
you
tell
want
me,
to
Rob,
explain?
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Tell me, I need to know.
The reason why it's controversial, Brad, is because people are upset that it's limited run. Why is it done this way? Not why now when they could have done it this way from the beginning. So it feels like a double dip, a forced double dip. And people are mad that it's an Amazon exclusive limited run. And
they are going to do another round, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's what people are upset about. Do I feel the same way? Not exactly, but well, we can discuss this.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it.
Okay.
I think, obviously, the first one had the issue with the canopy, even though I freaking love that Batmobile.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the canopy issue, I love it. But, a lot of people are feeling like, hey, it's been a few months. Now they're releasing one that they should have released in the first place.
Yeah.
Again, I don't have strong feelings about it, but I don't really have strong feelings about a lot of things, to be honest with you. So I'm just like,
Ahsoka and I are like, they could release this 20 different times in 20 different flavors, and we'll still probably buy them anyway.
As long as they don't,
like, here you go. You know what I mean?
They could just change one little
tiger
thing.
stripe.
Right.
Like, it could be this exact thing, like in 5 months and we're like, ooh, it comes with a flame. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or it comes with turrets. Okay.
I'd be that guy for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, this one is more of a matte finish. It's got the silver rims, which I prefer.
Yep.
Yep.
And the fixed canopy, and you get a figure all for $75, $74.99.
Great price for this.
A lot.
Yeah,
I never got
solid.
around to painting my Batmobile.
Yeah, I didn't.
I always thought that the gray canopy sucked ass. Like, it was just like, why did that happen? That was probably a bad idea.
Yeah, people that customized are not happy because
that's what I mean.
It was a waste of time. But
yeah, and I've
seen
seen
then they don't have to buy it then if they don't want to.
I wanted to see the images of the.
I am super stoked because I want that. Like, for one, the Batmobile is like, that looks friggin' awesome.
Yeah,
that looks amazing. Like, that is the Batmobile.
Did
that
it
has
have
the price
like
and the look we
silver
wanted
rims
for
like
years.
that though, like the whole way? Like
no,
I
don't think
very
so.
bright.
The
I know it
bats
had silver
actually
rims.
were not on a circle. The bats were like, they went. I'm pretty sure the bats were molded and they went out like that. I don't think they were on a circle.
Either way, I mean, it looks great.
Yeah,
it looks phenomenal. Awesome. And like, listen, regardless of what should have been done, what could have been done, I am happy that we have this now.
If you want something better,
I think
you got to go to Iron Studios.
I think what happened is it was probably like a factory mess up, and this is their way of saying, "Hey, like I want to make it right."
Exactly.
Some people are not seeing it that way. That's how I view it, and they're like, "Hey, look at this figure." I mean,
you know what?
It's pretty amazing.
I think what they need to do, though, if it's a factory mess up, what they need to do, if they're people of integrity, is own it.
Yeah.
Own it. I have to address the gray canopy and not in something that says, so we heard that some people didn't like the gray canopy, so we released one in black. We hear you. You want one in black? It should be more like, okay, so there was a cock up at the factory, a whole run were done in gray, and we had to get them out. And we're really sorry about that. So now we're going to release it here in the matte with a black canopy. Like, you have to own it, because then if you don't own it, if you don't address it, then it just looks like you're going, hey.
What they could have done was just say, hey, for those who want it fixed, here is a black canopy piece that you can put in yourself. That would, I think, appease. Yeah, that would appease like a large population.
I think so. Yeah,
that's what Super 7 did. Remember?
Yeah,
with their Thundercats, they cocked up on
this is right up my alley. Like, yeah, I might even still keep my other one out and still put this one out with the Keaton figure.
I do like Boy. Your boys got toys.
Never own your.
And I love his his profile picture so much.
Yeah,
I must have been a terrible businessman because I ran a delivery company for a decade and I always owned my mistakes.
But
your customers trusted you more.
I love the figure. Yeah. I mean, the figure is the icing on the cake here, and that's what people like. For me, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's cool that we're getting the Batmobile. I already have one, but it's really the figure, especially with that like. It's the Dark Knight collection vibe.
Yeah.
From the gold and the gold.
I love it.
Now, one piece here people were talking about is how, the head is not.
How it has neck articulate or a head.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
I think it should have been one piece. Personally, I'm not going to cry a river about it because at the end of the day, it's just a toy. That's how I feel about most things, though. I try to be realistic.
I'm okay with it. I think it's great. And if I was concerned about it, I would probably take there was an extra head with the Mezco 1/12 collective version, right?
Yeah.
So I would just put the Mezco head on there if I really didn't like it. But I like the fact that you can pose the neck around.
If you really wanted to, like, there's epoxy that you could fuse it, like just shape it and mold it and thicken it up. Then you won't be able to turn the head, and then it's black, so it's going to match anyway.
Yeah.
And you paint it and you'd be done. But I mean, that's for customizers.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, speaking as a normie who wouldn't customize, like, I love this figure. I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not going to customize
it. Would it have been great if it was all one piece? Sure. But like, I mean, dude, this is such a beautiful figure. Like an 89 7-inch figure.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, look at the boots. He even has like the boots over the ankle joint.
Is there a side view? Can we see the word Nike and the swoosh on a side view? Is that actually viewable? Come on.
I don't think so.
That was cool, what the boots look like. I want to see the Nike swoosh.
Let's see.
Please tell me it's there. Okay.
I like that the cape can go over the shoulders, though.
That would have been great.
They look like the Nike shoes, but there's no.
Well, it's probably branding.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. Though.
Still, they actually do look like the shoes. That's cool.
Yeah, you're right about the cape. I mean, that would have been if the cape went all the way down here. You know, to the emblem, that would have been something.
And I'm sure customizers will fix that.
Oh, customizers are gonna love this.
Yeah, I'll change the cape for sure.
Look at the inside. Is the inside painted on?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
That is one of my McFarlane purchases of the year. You're saying tomorrow more are going to be I'm
sorry, not tomorrow. I think it's like next week, like the 17th or something.
Oh man.
17th, yeah.
Yeah, McFarlane announced it, so which is great. I'm glad they're seeing like, hey,
Google,
there's a demand.
Set a reminder for July 17th at noon to go to McFarlane Toy Store. No, to Amazon. Get a Batmobile with Batman.
Now, do they ship to Canada?
Also, just so you know, soon you'll be able to see your reminders in Google Tasks.
Do you think this 89 Batman will have single card release? Not sure, but we have heard rumors of a 6-pack with all the Batmans. So I'm sure he'll get a single card release at some point.
I bet he does,
right?
Because this is like molding money, right?
Dude, no
Batman
shit, right?
Money.
Like they could just produce 89 Batman stuff. For
what? I mean, they could do the same thing NECA did too with the video game colors.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember when McFarlane Toys first came out with their DC stuff, and they said that certain figures were going to be what was it? Certain figures were going to continue to be made, or was that for DC Essentials?
No, it was. I think McFarlane. I don't remember them saying that.
Like there's going to be more than just one run, right? Can you remember Superpowers when Wave 2 came out? You could buy Wave 1 again and 2.
Right.
When Wave 3 came out, you could buy 1, 2.
I mean, if you really want to, you can still find certain figures.
But it's definitely gone by the wayside. It doesn't seem like they're producing like Bane. I hear a lot of people asking for Bane who missed out on it.
Yeah. Because they can only produce what they're going to be able to sell, right? And if all of a sudden they're like, well, the McFarlane Toy Store has 300 of these in stock, then it becomes an indication that they probably shouldn't have any more produced. But this is printing money right here.
Yeah.
All day long. They could release this like 4 times a year and it would probably do really well.
Seriously.
Now, if they for next year's San Diego Comic-Con, they should do like the Iron Wrench version of Kenner and do like the black and gray, or the
Iron Wrench,
black and gray.
Yeah,
the blue and gray of the Keaton suit.
All right. Speaking of Comic-Con and other McFarlane reveals, let's go right into the Comic-Con reveals, guys. A lot of stuff's been announced.
That thing's just so gorgeous.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Actually, there's so many things. Not just the Comic-Con reveals.
Oh yeah.
Just go through all this stuff. Actually, have we? No, we haven't talked about.
We haven't talked about the Buster.
Yeah, I think
none of that. We haven't talked about Alan Scott, have we?
I thought we did talk about.
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
All right, let's start right here, guys.
Which is basically the same one. It's just a little different.
I will say this is the one I will purchase over the other one.
I'm gonna get them both.
This more power to you, my friend.
I like the metal stuff. I mean, I'm if they stop making it, I'm happy. But if they keep putting out characters from that time, I'm like, oh sure, I'll take it.
This is beautiful, though.
This is gorgeous.
Nice. It's real nice.
This will be one of the figures of the year, one of the hero figures of the year for sure for me.
Gorgeous. This guy, I don't know too much about him, but he looks fantastic.
Yeah. Great character. I read the story arc with this character. Fantastic. Yeah, we did talk about these guys because I remember saying that I read the story arc from this character.
All right, let's skip ahead.
Yeah, we talked about the sketch ones.
All right, what about the anti-monitor?
That's beautiful.
Love it. Perfect.
I'm gonna buy it.
I like it a lot. I'm curious how big it's gonna be.
I don't think it's gonna be huge, but I'm hoping that it's the size of at least Swamp Thing, because Swamp Thing's the tallest.
Right? I do love how they're mixing in the super classic stuff with more modern stuff.
Yeah, because this isn't even like the ultra modern.
That's the classic anti-monitor. The one that DC Universe Classics put out was not the super classic version.
Oh, that's right.
They're different. They're actually different in a lot of ways.
Yes.
The Justice Buster. I wish that I had got the
dude.
original one first. Compare it to. This is going to be awesome though. This sold out pretty fast, eh?
Look at that.
That sold out like really fast on what was it? Amazon. No. Yeah, Amazon, I believe, for a little bit. I think they got more in stock, but
let me get out of here. Where'd it go? Yeah, it looks great. I mean,
yeah.
I wonder if it's gonna probably won't have a. Is the one from DC Direct?
Yeah.
Could you take the headpiece off?
Yes.
And he's underneath. Okay.
DC Direct had a Justice Buster.
Oh, you know what?
That was a collecting connect from Mattel.
No,
the one that you could take the helmet off. That was the Commissioner Gordon.
No, I know what Ahsoka's thinking of.
Yeah,
it's the other.
Oh,
the Greg Capullo one,
Greg
right?
Capullo one. Yes.
It's kind of similar to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it.
I like that design better, I think. But
I have it up there somewhere.
This is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
And that's all new tooling too, by the way. So that's an expensive ass figure, and they're big tools.
Sure, it is.
Of course, we got the Tim Bob.
I might have mentioned these. So to me, this reminds me of Armageddon 2001, the Superman issue where he marries Lana Lang, and Batman has to bring him down. But it's Batman and Robin, and Tim Drake's wearing his same costume, but he's just grown up.
Older. Yeah.
And it looks just like this to me, So
I'm gonna buy a new head. I'm gonna have like a regular one, but I'm also gonna buy a second one, and I'm gonna get a new head, probably made from either Mudman or Customs by Martin.
Customs by Martin.
Yeah, but just because like I like a closed mouth Tim.
Yeah,
is what I'd like.
I like that sculpt on this guy. I mean, it's the same one that. Yeah.
Well,
I prefer it on this one versus the other one.
This one's different.
Definitely too big though. It's so like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's different because this one has the closed mouth and a different shaped mask, domino mask. Yeah. So it's a new head sculpt with the same hair, is what it is. It's great, but yeah, I'm stoked about this one because, well, look at me. Of course I am. Superman's my main guy.
How many did you buy the last time?
Oh, frig! You have no. So hold on, I'm gonna try and do a count because I customize them. Okay, I'm not.
Yeah, you can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I bought 7 of them, but I actually gave a few away, and it's because they kept showing up locally. So I bought some online from different retailers, and then they just kept showing up, and I would wait, and no one would buy it, and I'd wait, and no one would buy it. So I was like, of course.
I know people are tired of this body.
Yes,
and
they are.
I do hope we get a new body, but I do like this body, and I love that the S is on the back of the cape. Finally, hopefully it's that way for this one. I would imagine that it is. I think that this suit could be, or this figure could be even better if it just had longer legs. I think that's the only thing that's a miss.
You know what? I'm not entirely sure if it's the legs or the body that's too short. You could probably extend the body a little bit. I'm going to try it tonight. In the same way that we did Martian Manhunter.
I just think that looking at it, the legs just look short compared to like the upper body.
Yeah, he's kept like thigh day a little bit,
Yeah.
I am curious why they never did more with the Action Comics 1000 Superman. They made like the Red Sun variant, like one other variant, but they really like just sort of didn't.
I like that one.
Yeah, I thought so. I really like that one. But this, I mean, yeah, it's funny how like no matter what toy company you are, DC Direct, Mattel, like Mattel is the same thing, right? For like a year or two, they use the same exact buck, and like you got the same exact. Then they changed it.
Well, they're
they
getting
used
their
that
money.
buck,
Yeah.
Well, now but I want to back up.
Yeah.
When the Action Comics 1000 Superman came out, some people loved it. And there was also a chorus of people that were like, I don't like that body buck. The legs are too spindly.
It doesn't
have double jointed elbows, and the waist, the abdomen is too thin. A lot of people hated it as much as there were people that loved it. And so then when we got the infected Superman, sorry, with a beer burp. A lot of people were like, now that's the body buck we need.
Yeah.
Fair.
And there was a big chorus of people that loved it. Well, now that it's been used a lot, and we've seen the same proportions, and the same body remastered in the computer and then printed out or whatever. with the black suited Superman. We have Bizarro. We have Infected.
Eradicator.
We have the Hush. Yeah. Pardon?
Eradicator. Use the same book, right?
I thought the Eradicator. Oh yeah, the Eradicator, it does use that. So it's been used a lot. So people are sick of it.
Yeah.
And now the chorus is, we hate this body for a lot of people.
I definitely don't hate. I still like it a lot, but yeah, it's I
love
to
it.
change it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
If they want to keep, yeah, you know what? This is what I was going to say right here. So here's a custom I did.
Looks great, dude.
This is the legs of the Rebirth Superman, right? And I just painted the boots and then sealed it so that there's no paint rub. That's obviously the groin. And then this is the abdomen of Rebirth Superman, and then the torso of Action Comics 1000 with the cape, and the arms of Rebirth Superman.
Beautiful.
And I feel like those are probably the best, most comic accurate proportions.
Yeah.
And I like the bigger S. So if he did something more like that, I feel like that would be like spot on. But
I agree.
I'm a customizer. I can do that stuff myself, but I know the average person can't. I want to show this too. All right. The bottoms are level. Can you see how this one is actually taller?
Yeah, dude, that worked out great. Look at him. Just a minor modification.
I'm going to try to line their heads up with the shelf so it's even. You can see that this one's taller. Yeah. And my point is we can do the same kind of thing with Superman, because I did one here and I made him a bit taller. I extended his ankles. He's got taller ankles. So we can do that too. So, yeah, I'm really stoked with the Hush Superman. I just have more of a chance to use that body.
And
so, what do you think of the glow in the darks?
I mean, this Swamp Thing looks really nice as far as just the paint application on it. Like, really beautiful. It's really nice. I mean, I don't want to get another freaking Swamp Thing, but it's very tempting.
I like how bright
me, but I will.
Is, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
If anything, it's going to be the Swamp Thing. I like how bright the greens are, and it has like a better look, I think, than the original.
Absolutely. What about Mr. John Stewart?
I'd like to get the Swamp Thing and the John Stewart to put in my bedroom. Right, so I can see them at night. I think the glow in the dark is for.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that, but
yeah.
You know.
I
put
think
them in me
this photo is amazing because it brings me back to my childhood.
Oh
of the
yeah,
cereal they were octopus that you throw against the wall and they glow in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, wacky wall walkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a wacky wall. You're absolutely right, and beautiful photography.
You got it. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Spit it out.
Oh, Claudio, I like Claudio's comment. I need me a buff Superman with a mullet. Hit me with the 90s. Claudio, you have some influence over there, my friend. So, make that happen. Real quick,
this
Brad,
is perfect. Oh.
Roland asked, how would Brad extend the abdomen on the Hush Superman?
Well, not all DC multiverse figures are created equal. So each figure, it's okay. I'll try and keep it as simple as I can. So I'm gonna grab 2 of these here.
You might need to zoom in on him.
Yeah, let me stop sharing for a second. Give Brad.
I gotta find 2 of the groins here that are of different lengths so I can okay. So I got to put it in front of something that won't be distracting. My shirt. Okay. Jumping out of my hands.
Hey, good job, Rob. I like how you got the.
Okay, do you see how the blue one is taller than the black one? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one thing you can do. So that'll extend the abdomen from the belt level up just a little bit, because we do have the benefit of their lower half, right? This part right here,
you had it.
Resting right inside of their trunks. Where'd I go?
Sorry, guys. We had it. Oh god. I don't want to see myself that close. Jesus.
Me neither. No, me, not you. I always want to see you close up.
And then the torsos also have a ball joint in the chest, so you can actually quite often use larger ball joints. Action Comics 1000 is an older style. It's got a ball joint that sits in the top of the abdomen, and it's got a bit that fits into place. So you have to jury rig it, but yeah, just use longer ball pegs. That's it. That's the long and the short of it.
I wish you had a more thing. Rob, can you work on that? Like a little, the more you know, like animation I can do.
The more you know.
After Brad gives his advice, Thank you. All right. There's John Stewart. Do a lot of stuff. Ooh.
Oh, that gives me a figuregasm.
Whoa. Easy, Tiger.
Hello.
Easy.
It does. That's beautiful.
This is a beautiful classic, 80s. I mean, it's just this is
what Riddler looked like before Bruce Timm.
That is true.
Yep.
That is
no
true.
suit. He wore the spandex. Laughed like a maniacal idiot.
He did.
Love it.
The purple, the green, it's beautiful. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And once again, love how they're doing classics and modern figures.
Yeah.
And that this is the perfect use. Like if you're gonna do reuse of body buck, right? This is the perfect way to do it because Riddler doesn't need a lot of sculpted detail. He just wears a skin tight spandex suit with question marks.
So
on
what
it.
body is this?
That's the
is it Blue Beetle?
It seems like the Blue Beetle.
Yeah,
body.
Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Dead Man, that type thing.
Man, they're getting a lot of good use out of this body buck.
Yeah.
Yes, me.
Which is good because then if they can get reuse on body parts, it just means more figures and more new sculpted pieces.
All right, so here is a variant. This is a gold label. Oh, this is one of the Comic-Con exclusives.
Yes.
It's a look. What do you guys think?
I feel like he went to save some people in a burning building that was also a spray paint factory, and he was in the room that has all the red and black, and then they all exploded on him.
Well,
and the red was obviously on his right-hand side.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
I like it with dynamite.
Yeah, I like the concept of it.
Yeah. I think it would. I mean, if it was a statue, people would probably buy it, right?
Yeah.
Because there's only one way to look at it.
Mattel did the same thing with the Dark Knight Returns, where they had that jet black Superman and Batman trying to mimic the comic book cover, and it just looks weird.
Didn't work either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I like
what
the
they're
cover.
doing here.
Sorry.
No. I'm just sorry. I'm cringing. Go on.
I was just saying, I like the cover like that they're showing here with the 85.
Yeah, this
and how
looks
it's
great.
posed.
If you could display it like this, that's pretty neat.
But you can only look at the figure from one angle. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Like, try turning him the other way. You're like, what the hell's going on? He's all
what
blue.
is the DC thing? Like, that interests me.
The figure stand.
Is it the figure stand? See, like, I would buy it just for that DC.
Yeah. I mean, I would buy this if I had the opportunity.
This screams Ahsoka to me.
Yeah, it does. I do love, but it's getting a little much though. Like, but they had they also have version today.
The sketch. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is too many like versions coming out, man. Like, I'm all about like getting the same version of a figure, but man, it's gonna. Yeah, I got to slow down here, boys. So, Brad, this is a pass for you.
Well, if they send me one, I will give an honest review. I will try to find positive things, but you know me, I also don't lie. And my way of dealing with things I don't like is to take the piss out of it. That's what I'll do. I can't help it. I'm not trying to be mean, but I just see this as a miss. It's 85 years, right? Could they have done something cooler? Like, oh, it's a special Superman. He's all shiny everywhere, like just shiny blue and shiny red and shiny yellow, like
a metallic.
Yeah, like I just look at this and I'm like, who is this for? Like, who in God's name wants to put that on their shelf?
I think this
Sorry.
is, if I wish I was
Tell me how you really feel, Brad.
I wish I was. This is like a perfect like inbox thing. I feel like some of these exclusives, like where it's a cool thing, a novelty. You pop out at parties and impress your guests.
If this was limited to 500 pieces only, and people would collect it for the monetary value, but I just, as a huge Superman fan, I just don't. I don't know.
I think if you read my comment in the thing.
I mean, can you just tell us, Rob, instead of reading your comment?
Yeah.
We had your live.
I said this is exactly what we want in an exclusive for a Comic-Con because it's a variant. So if for people who like that type of thing, This is for them, but you don't feel like you're missing out on anything.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Very good point. Absolutely. Even DC Direct, like when they did con exclusives, it was usually like again like a repaint, a retooling. Except when they did all the Hal Jordans, I guess that was a repaint. All the different Lantern versions of Hal, the white, the blue, and you could only get them at a freaking con. So that kind of sucked, but at least it wasn't something like new you're missing out on.
And the scalpers rejoiced.
They did. Speaking of stuff we're missing out on, let's just go right to Nightfall Batman. Now,
I can't get to San Diego.
This is one where I wish it wasn't a con exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a beautiful painted figure. Like, it's gonna suck to have to try get this.
Yes.
This is how I know I'm childish because I see this and I get immediately stressed out.
Yes, I've had a couple talks with Ahsoka about my anxiety.
I've had to talk about
level.
I'm like, bro, you got a family, buddy. Like, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude.
I don't care.
That is a beautiful Batman.
I mean, reasonable Rob would say just buy another one and paint it yourself because it's just black paint, right?
The gray's different too.
Yeah,
that's a darker gray, right?
It is. Yeah. At least I think so.
It is. It's definitely darker.
But
I bet my hat.
This is a home run.
Yes, it is.
That's beautiful.
This is. I mean, the figure was already phenomenal to begin with.
Yeah.
And this just brings it to an 11.
Yes, I agree.
This is
fills me with anxiety because I know I don't do eBay all that much. Occasionally I do if I need to like get something I know I can't get here. That's gonna be one that I'm like, frig, we'll just hit up Evil Bay and take it up the tailpipe because there's no other way to get it.
They're gonna have a field day with this one.
Oh, and the scalpers know it too, bastards.
I mean, hopefully we'll see it again, perhaps like a slightly different version, like in a 2-pack with something. So there's hope.
I don't know.
Until then, it'll be $250 on Evil Bay for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's such a beautiful, beautiful figure.
It is.
Yep.
Thank you, McFarlane, for making that one happen.
We already talked about this one, right?
I like that.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's a con exclusive, but it was for
what's
sale
different
at CMD store.
What's different about it? Because isn't it the Dreadnought?
It's Dread Lantern. It's Dread Lantern, so the wrist cuffs are different. Different chest symbol. It doesn't have the bright colors for the medallions. He's obviously got fire coming out of his eyes.
So I thought this was going to be originally released to the public. It's not anymore. Now it's a gold label.
Well, no, in Canada, it was at CMD store and it sold out.
So now it's a con exclusive.
That's I don't know.
Okay.
It says. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look and see if they got one in stock.
Yeah. All right. I will say that Bank Robber Joker. I saw someone from London posted. Yeah.
Yes.
That they bought this in London, like at a store. So UK and look at this, guys.
Yeah.
I look at Bane with his jacket on. Let's talk about this guy first. What do you guys think about Bank Robber Joker?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm happy. I love it.
No, Rob, you got to do the.
Yes.
No. Yeah. The slow clap, Joker clap.
There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not the costume he was wearing. But
by the way, I got to take a moment, guys. We're at 150 viewers right now.
Wow.
Thank you to everyone who's watching. This is like our biggest show. Thank you. Like a walrus swam.
I just mixed it together, didn't I?
But yeah, this looks fantastic. I do say I have a fantastic Beast Kingdom version of
that. Beast Kingdom is phenomenal, dude.
It really is. It is. But this is great. What about Bane in his jacket?
Thanks, Jake.
Looks cool. What?
Jake said that the one I wanted is in stock at GameStop Canada, so I'm going to GameStop Canada right now.
Hey.
The Dread Lantern. I want the Dread Lantern. Sorry. Go on. I was just thanking Jake. I wanted to make sure.
No worries. But yeah, I like this. I think the coat looks good. It looks like a good quality. You know?
I shall reserve judgment for when I get it, but from here it does look actually pretty good.
I mean,
if it's wired, if there's wires in the front of the coat, then it will be easier to control it. No wires. Like, you have to understand, this picture was taken and someone strategically put the hands.
Yeah.
Right? So without those wires, does it go? Does it puff right out?
I did see there was someone, I forget who, was selling a wired coat on Instagram. It looked really good. I think I sent it to you, Ahsoka, didn't I?
I don't remember.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
But it's not official, so but whatever.
What do you guys think about hologram Joker or Obi-Wan Joker?
It's a thing, like I say many times.
It's cool. It's like, I actually like that card. The trading card's pretty
Yeah.
neat.
I mean,
You
I
know?
get the concept.
Yeah.
Of sonar.
It's a thing that exists.
For those who love
It's a thing that exists in
translucent
the material
plastic,
world.
translucent plastic, this is up their alley.
I do love translucent. I'm more about the metallic stuff, guys. If they did everything in metallic, I'm a sucker for metallic.
Case in point, Superman.
I think McFarlane needs to do a Flash like DC directed in the translucent red and gold. Anyway, sorry, Brad. I keep cutting you off. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm terrible for that too. I mean, you're not. I'm the king of cutting people off.
Oh, dude, this is so messed up. Is a Ghost Heath Ledger in bad taste though? I mean,
no,
your
well,
boys got toys.
It's sonar vision. It's not
Yeah, it is. It is.
I know.
Yeah,
I get it.
I respect that joke, but you know,
it's the ghost of Christmas present.
It is a bad taste. How dare you?
No, it's the ghost of Halloween present.
Yeah.
Joker.
It does actually look like a ghost, like especially with his face like that.
Yeah.
This would make a cool like Halloween picture.
It's the forced. I've heard someone call it forced ghost Joker.
There you go.
That's like spot on accurate.
But
yeah, too soon.
Why so sonorous?
Sonorous.
Oh man, that was good. But
all right, let's see what else we got. We got a lot of stuff, guys.
Can we? Okay, is anyone going to buy the undersea deep sea diver Mr. Freeze sketch version?
I mean, I'm tempted. I really like this figure, and I do like the way this looks.
Yeah, it does have a great look about it.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, as much as I originally didn't think that I would like these figures, they became such a hit for me.
Yeah,
they're fantastic sculpts. Like,
they do have that Legends of the Dark Knight vibe.
Yep.
I keep looking over at them. But they don't do well in my feed. Like, people just don't seem to care about them as much as I thought they would.
I even went out into the woods and braved the mosquitoes and poison ivy. And literally, like, I was surrounded by poison ivy. It's like the city doesn't take care of the poison ivy. And like mozzies were out that day, like they were trying to suck mosquitoes, the mozzies. They were trying to suck me dry. And I was like, nope, I'm going to get some good ass shots. And I was like, I had Batman in the water and I had like Catwoman up in a tree. And like, they did okay, but it's
man, you got to suffer for your craft, dude. You know,
it's people want to see pictures of things that they really want, right? They're naturally going to click like on things they want. That's all there is to it. But if they had them in hand, they'd probably appreciate them just
I mean,
as
that
much
Batman alone is pretty phenomenal.
Oh, it's awesome. He could kick He-Man's ass.
Oh, yeah.
We got a few left. We moved through these. Okay, here is.
Now that screams Ahsoka.
I know, guys, and I do love the sketch stuff. Like, I literally have a.
You do.
Funny enough, like, here's a 2015 Comic-Con exclusive. Sketch. Sorry, Batman in here.
They were online for so cheap because no one wanted them.
Didn't you have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman?
I do. I have all three. Yeah, I do. So, like,
they didn't sell well.
They did not. I don't want to go down this road again with these.
Well, it makes me wonder why this was made. Like, did he check the sales numbers on how like poorly the previous one sold before he made this? Again, like, who is this for besides you, Ahsoka?
I mean,
can you guys put it in the chat if you want these sketch figures? Like, do you think this is a good idea, or do you think it's a crummy idea? I'm interested to see what everyone thinks.
It's tough because you have the completists who, you know, are going to be forced to buy these, and then you have like but then you have the Superman collectors. Like, usually I try to buy every Superman figure.
Wow.
I love Superman, but I have my limits. Like, I would maybe buy this only because I know that the neck and the cape and the hands can be removed, and I can remove all the black paint, and then I have a bare white figure that I can paint. But even then, I didn't buy the gray one, which is like that's like begging to be painted.
I love this packaging though. You can actually see the figure, and it's a really cool packaging. It's tempting. I gotta say, it's really tempting.
Maybe we'll see. It doesn't look bad, I guess, but it's to keep it in the box. Otherwise, it looks weird on your shelf. As far as
we need a new 52 Superman.
We do. I need one of those like a lot.
Hey, Josh.
Josh, can't wait to hear your thoughts on Mission Impossible. I loved it. That was the best movie of the year. So,
Hallie Atwell.
Good old Tom stealing the show again.
Dude, Tom. Yeah. All right. Last one, guys. The Batman Who Laughs. I like the comic book, the shell shading at the top here.
Yeah.
I do like that, but I like this character, but not enough to like.
Yeah, I'm kind of over him. Just like I'm kind of over the whole metal thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the character. I do. I really like the Batman Who Laughs. I think he's great because like the eternal fight between the Batman and the Joker is now embodied in one character, and they work together, and so it makes him a great Batman villain for sure. Like he's gonna be like Doomsday and Bane. Like he's not going anywhere. He's gonna stick around in the DC universe for sure. Dollars to donuts. He's gonna stick around.
Oh, there it is. I'm curious though how they would adapt this into like a movie or show because it's so like comic booky, his origin. You know, it's like when they tried to do they've tried to do a few characters like this on a show, and it's just like,
who did they cock up real bad? Red Death.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I didn't watch that, but it looked like I'm sure it wasn't going to be the death metal version of
that was terrible.
Batman, you know,
the suit looked terrible.
Yeah,
wrong person in this. Nothing about that was good. Like nothing. Like that was like a.
So they only used the costume and name.
Yeah, they shit the bed on that one. They shouldn't have even put Red Death in there, in my opinion. But I don't know. I would probably buy this figure honestly over the Superman.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I feel like the cell shading really works.
Yeah,
with the Batman Who Laughs, right? Like especially if you're a horror figure collector, right? You could probably find a reasonable place on your shelf with this one. Whereas the Superman, I'm like, where would I put it? Right? If I was like I'm a prestigious figure collector and I like the stuff that's more hoity-toity, it's a sketch figure, maybe I would like it. Or maybe if I was collect every Superman figure person, I would. But like, I don't even have the Russian commie Superman.
You know the comic Superman?
I bought him and then I pilfered him for parts. Like he was a cool enough figure, but I pilfered him. And I wanted to get another one, to tell you the truth. I feel bad for pilfering him, but
okay.
So yeah, I'm not that much of a completionist.
Guys, that is the wrap.
Is that all of them?
We went through a lot of figures there, guys.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really did. Yeah, we've talked about all this stuff.
We didn't talk about Doomsday, did we?
I think we did.
Last time.
No, because I was on vacation. Didn't
Doomsday. Did we? Yeah. Okay. We talked about this pack,
one,
didn't
right?
we?
Yeah.
We did talk about this one.
Let's talk about Doomsday, guys. Let's talk about.
At least I don't think guys in the chat. Did we talk about Doomsday?
You know what? Let's talk about it again. Why not? Rob, take it away, buddy, with Doomsday.
So from the look of it, it's using the arms from Devastator, but I think it works. The only thing about the Devastator arms is the gray clothing shreds on his arm. Yeah, that's the only misfortunate. But other than that, I feel like this is kind of like a home run.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I would have liked to seen the shoulder bones come straight out.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love that they went with Kenneth Rodcraft. I can't say his name properly. He's one of my favorite artists. So like, if they weren't going to do a classic Doomsday, I'm very happy with this.
This figure gives me absolute anxiety.
Why?
Like panic. It sounds so dumb. Don't make fun of me, people in the chat. Don't make fun of me. I get like when there's figures that I really want to get my hands on.
I'm the same way, dude.
I get like anxiety and slight panic attacks. Oh man, I feel so weird saying that, but it's absolutely true.
You came to the right live stream for action figure anxiety, buddy. I don't think anyone's making fun of you in the chat.
Dude, this is like a figure that I was waiting for Todd to make.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that Todd is really paying attention to Superman's rogues gallery.
Yeah.
Right. With like, we have so many Superman villains, and this is so all we need is a comic dark side. Right.
Yeah.
And I could after this, and I can pretty much die a happy man.
And
I
need a
watched
Brainiac.
Toy Shiz talk about
oh
this.
yes,
He said about the Usagi Jimbo.
Usagi Yojimbo.
Yeah, his that the hair looks like bunny ears.
Oh, Toy Shiz, gotta love Toy Shiz.
And I can see it, but I still think it looks good.
I think it looks fantastic, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be one of my favorites.
I like the articulated jaw.
Yeah,
I love the colors. I love the green on the shorts.
Yeah. And there, you know what? I gotta hand it to Todd. Like he did have a lot of new parts sculpted.
Oh
like,
yeah.
He didn't have parts he added on. Like the trunks area is new, the groin's new.
I think the torso's old, but that's it.
The torso is old, but it's been reworked for sure because there's the spikes in the middle, which weren't on the
the abdomen. I think is the original.
But the what?
The abdomen, I think, is original.
Abdomen probably, and even the Superman has me excited too because
the only thing
that's the right time to have
is that it doesn't have the S
on the back of the cape.
Yeah,
they never do that for some reason.
But like the image of it on a pole, you know,
that would have been fun if the cape was removable and you got that as an accessory. Yeah. I'm still stoked. And the thing is, all these parts have been used. Like the ripped cape, I believe, isn't that from
Infected?
Infected Soups. Yep. The head sculpt's been used. Now, I'm excited about this for the main reason is if you take note of the skin tone.
Yeah.
The neck, the head, the hands, the ball joints for the wrists, they're all. He doesn't look as faded and pale as the original Hush Superman.
Yeah.
And the new Hush Superman figure coming out also has better skin tone. So, I mean, I'm super stoked. He's got a mark on his chest there, on his shoulder, and I believe on one
blood
leg.
on his boots, I think.
Yeah, and all that can be carefully removed with acetone. The cape can be swapped, and you pop a flesh color head on there. And for a lot of people, that'll do them just fine. I probably won't. I'll probably leave mine just like that.
Remember the cape that came with the Mattel Doomsday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have it up there.
Yeah, mine's over there.
This is that's a beautiful figure from Mattel.
It is.
Nice work, guys. The McFarlane guys in the chat. This is it's a beautiful figure.
Anywhere I want that. We talked about that one, I believe. That other Superman, I'm really stoked. I want that to come out soon, like now.
That one.
Like tomorrow.
Yeah, has there been a pre-order for this yet? I don't
Nothing.
think so, right?
No, they mentioned it. It was one of the figures that were like, "Hey,
it's part of their collector's line, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so this figure by itself is great, right? I like this. Is it completely accurate? No, of course not. They're reusing parts. Some people don't like the head sculpt, but I think it's the lighting. I think the head sculpt looks fine.
I think
it's probably one of the best Superman sculpts. I think head sculpt.
But we have to remember with multiverse figures, the hair is always a separate piece. So I've got a Superman wig collection. So I could take one of these and I could pop the hair off of one of them, right? Give him different trunks, a more red cape, right? I've got Superman symbols waiting to go, right? And you could actually also turn this into a really good regular Superman or a light blue Superman, or you rip the S off of Superboy Prime and stick it on there, and you got the black and red S.
Ooh, I do like the black and red S.
Yeah, like there's all kinds of I see possibilities when I see these figures. I like to have one as is, but I see customizing possibilities as well.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, guys. I think that's it for McFarlane. The last topic of the evening. Brad, you brought this up. Spin Master. You mentioned that they're going in a little bit of a different direction. The DC figures. Care to elaborate on that, sir? Because honestly, I'm not sure.
Well, let me see if I can find it, because I didn't have pictures prepared. They're not here. Let me dig it up on my phone.
Well, let me see if I can do a little browsing.
Yeah, the figures are different. They're releasing, they've got more articulation in their 12-inch figures. And a lot of people really like the Spin Master stuff. Like, I like their 12-inch offerings. I don't know. Yeah, nothing's going to show up there.
Maybe
they're
it's
showing
a
up.
beetle.
They're in my Instagram, so I'm just gonna dig them up from my because I save posts I like. I save a lot of posts, so I can just let me dig through them and see what I can find. And if I've saved them, then I'll go back in and we can show them.
Sorry.
I don't know where they are.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, well, why don't we wait for that until more official images come out? But they're definitely changing the look. What is that Spin Master Blue Beetle there on the side?
Yeah, this
the
is
red, the other one. Yeah, the red one. Oh, is that a review?
Sorry.
That's the first and only time we've gotten that red hood, eh? Like from Spin Master.
Yeah.
We have like a tall and a short. We've never got it from McFarlane. Yeah,
that takes me to a YouTube video, so I don't want to click on that.
Yeah, you don't want to click on that. Anyway, Spin Master is changing how they're doing things with their 12-inch figures. They got like a new line coming out, and they have articulation in the torso. I believe they've got more articulation. Yeah, they have bicep swivel, I believe, and might have been ankle as well. So
Okay,
for those of you that like those. That like the Spin Master stuff, because I like the Spin Master stuff. It's very, very toyish rather than just collectorish. And we all started collecting as kids when they were just very toyish. I think they're fantastic. I can't wait to get my hands on some of those and see what they're like and do reviews on those.
That sounds good. We will revisit that.
They're small ones. I don't think they've made very many changes though. They're like the same.
Finally, guys, we'll come to the comments and questions portion of the show. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Guys, any questions for us about action figures, hair care products? Rob can address those questions.
Sure.
Kid bashing questions, you know? Oh, question for us, guys. Let's see. McFarlane should make figures. Oh, look. Hey, you're so
Could you imagine?
Oh, God. That would be...
He'd have to use a lot of plastic for me.
Yeah.
The tooling would be
maybe here,
$2.
buddy. You know?
What is that thing you always say, though, Ahsoka? I feel seen.
Oh, yeah, I feel seen.
I put that in the comments now to videos on Instagram.
I would never do a huskier figure.
Yeah.
When I comment.
Oh, did we talk about the Mafex Bane or Batman?
No, we did not. We can talk about that. Let's
go to
Mafex Bane.
Good job.
No, I just saw somebody mentioned it in the chat.
You find an image.
Love of the game.
Which hips would I recommend using a kit bash on the Hush Superman? I haven't done his hips yet. If that's what you're wondering. I still use the same groin piece. If that a cloth or PVC cape. Brad, where do you get your DC Multiverse figures? I'm assuming that's for me. Online, GameStop, McFarlane Toy Store, Amazon, wherever I can. Big Bad Toy Store.
I do like that.
I go PVC cape, Jason. Cloth or PVC capes, guys, in the chat. What do you guys
PVC, my preferred. Cloth if there's a wire.
Yeah. Cloth if there's no wire, it ends up being too much.
I think Mafex, or is it Mafex? I think it's
Mafex.
No, it's Mafex.
He makes the A say its name. Oh, you're such a troll.
Anyway, I think their capes are good, but I do think that at times they're a little too much cape.
Yeah.
But
you got to strike that balance.
McFarlane's cape, plastic cape, as long as it's like that softer plastic that's malleable.
Yeah.
You're malleable.
Yeah.
Dude, this Bane looks a little stubby. Like in this picture.
Yeah,
he's actually much taller than he looks compared to Batman, apparently.
Yeah, he looks a little stubby, but it's okay. It looks great.
Well, it's because the head's big. Like, yeah, look, see, compared to Batman, like he's.
Wow, look at that, dude. That's
he's really big. Bane wasn't actually that much huger than Batman in Nightfall.
No, he wasn't.
You're right.
They made him huger over the years, right?
It would be nice if he came with like an unmasked head, but I don't think he does.
This is the 90s goodness right here. Look at that.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the best representation alongside the DC Universe Classics version, like comic book representation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like visually of this character.
Ooh, very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Let's take a look at bats.
I pre-ordered that one though, of course.
And I'm behind. I haven't even got Nightwing yet.
I think they cocked up a little bit with this Batman.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, no, I just with the advertising, with the marketing pictures, and you'll understand why.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What are you gonna say? You say it first.
So the Kelly Jones ears should have the pointy shoulders.
Yeah.
And
the shorter ones should have no.
And the Jim. Yeah.
Yeah. Neil Adams, Jim Aparo, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The figure looks great. Like I'm really excited about it, but I just feel like you messed up, boys.
I mean, they have drawn him with the shorter ears as well, but when they're showing this with the obviously the Kelly Jones one, it needs it.
No. Okay, this is supposed to be like a Nightfall Batman, right?
Yeah.
In no way does the pictures they took actually represent what he looked like during Nightfall, because they put the wrong head with the wrong cape.
Right.
That's the problem. Like, I think it's great. Like, we'll fix it. It's not like a problem. I just feel like they cocked up in their picture.
I don't think it's a cape. I think it's just one piece that comes off.
It's a shoulder piece. Yeah.
So you said you can swap it?
Yeah.
So you're saying it's more of the promotional images are
than
the figure.
Exactly. I think it looks great. I just think whoever took the pictures didn't know what they were doing. And I mean that in the nicest possible way, but
they had no idea what they were doing.
Well, if they did, they wouldn't have done that. Look at that.
Yeah,
that is true. It's funny,
for those who like
it's like almost kind of like I appreciate that they try to do Kelly Jones in plastic, but it's like
can't.
It looks really weird, like
because Kelly Jones is a lot longer.
Yeah, it's
thinner.
And his capes were like they hit the ground and curled up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can't reproduce that.
You can do a statue, like, because it's sculpted and you don't need articulation, but like trying to make a Kelly Jones figure is an admirable attempt. You know,
it's a great Batman, though. Like it is, it's a great Batman.
I'm not. I mean, I think it's basically what the. I feel like it's the same body as.
It is.
Yeah, the Hush.
As the Hush. Right? New belt. This I don't know if the spikes are the same. I think the spikes are different. New belt, new head sculpt, new cape. But yeah, the torso is the same.
Yeah.
But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess, right?
Yeah, because they use the same one for all the Spider-Mans.
Yeah. See, there you go.
In fact, I think it might be the same body. I don't know. But people don't complain about Mafex. Hot damn.
Actually, a lot of people complain about Mafex. Brad, how do I get the new figures so fast? Todd sent McFarlane Toys sometimes sends me figures, but I don't get them like Ahsoka gets figures faster than I do, and so does Rob, and I get them around the same time.
Guys, I am super spoiled. I live 3 hours away from where they ship from, so like I just got lucky geography. Like when Mezco sends me stuff, they're on the East Coast, I think. So like, well, they don't send me stuff, but when I order from them, you know what I mean. So.
Gets you longer. So,
and also Brad he works undercover in the Chinese factory, you know, every other week. I'm just kidding.
So, generally, I know and Rob knows what we're getting in the box because we used to get an email that told us what was coming. Now we don't know. It's just like, oh, there's a box coming from McFarlane.
Occasionally.
And Ahsoka tells us what's in the box first. And we're like, oh, okay, this is what's coming. And then we know, right? So sometimes we get stuff from McFarlane.
CMD
Other times,
store, you get stuff from there pretty fast, I think.
Pardon? CMD store?
CMD store?
Yeah, sometimes CMD store, as well as their G.I. Joe figures. They'll get those sometimes a bit early, so I'll get them sometimes from there. Occasionally, if there's a figure that I'm like, if I'm watching my channel and going, okay, I haven't had like been one of the first people to get something up in quite a while, I'll be like, okay, I'm just going to suck it up and buy one or two or three from Hong Kong because it's already been released in Hong Kong. So I've got a seller that I use there that doesn't completely try to bleed me dry. That's it. Those are the ones I get fast.
I just imagine like you have a black market dealer in Hong Kong in an alleyway.
Oh, man.
It's like you're making deals with.
Well, no, he messages me now and on eBay. He messages me now and he's like, I've got these.
It's like a
coming
VPN,
in.
You know, like
a VPN. Oh my
god. Josh says that they stopped sending him tracking too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just wish we got the email.
You know what?
So that we know,
guys.
that's all.
Sometimes, you know.
I hate the surprise because I'm so far behind that I've got to like plan. So when I get a surprise, I'm like, darn it, and then I got to reshuffle things on the fly.
Questions here. Oh, here we go. Another one for Brad. Brad, do you plan on making more
Mayfex.
Mayfex.
Say it with me. Mayfex in English.
videos.
He makes the A say its name.
If not,
yeah,
that's okay.
Back there, can you see I've got Steel, Nightwing, and Huntress. I've got the Mezco 1/12 Collective 809 Batman. I've got the Dark Side that you, Ahsoka, just started posting pictures of.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yep. So I've got all those guys just sitting right there. But the problem is, as someone who does YouTube and I want people to see my videos, I get sent a bunch of stuff. And when I get sent, if I get sent stuff from somebody like for free, it's never for free, right? I don't get free stuff. We don't get free stuff. We get sent product, and then there's an expectation that we will do something to promote it or make a video about it. So it's not really free. It's product for service. I have to try to prioritize that stuff first. And McFarlane has been releasing so much stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
I'm not complaining, but so I have to keep prioritizing it. I've got a Mr. Freeze on the way, John Constantine, both from Mezco 1/12 Collective. I'm sure Robin's going to come out fairly soon. And I really want to get to that stuff, but I feel obligated to do the stuff that's been sent to me first. That's the best way to describe it. I feel bad if I don't.
Hey guys, to be completely selfish, we have to go in 10 minutes. I would like to Brad to play us out this time because I might have a baby soon, so I might have to maybe a few weeks before we can do this again. So Brad,
dude, I was thinking of this.
Can you play us out?
So depending on when she goes into labor and you have your bundle of joy, you might have to miss San Diego Comic-Con for the rest of your life just because of first birthday party.
Dude, I was thinking about that.
I know.
Wow.
Like what the
God
hell?
damn it, Rob. Thanks,
no,
dude.
But what you could do, listen, because I do this sometimes with my son around Labor Day, is that you just have to push it either a week forward or a week back.
Dude, I get like my daughter's birthday is right around WonderCon.
Yeah.
So like, and that's when you were there. You remember we did the birthday, and
because it was like my birthday and John's birthday.
Yeah, so it's already a problem.
Is it though? You could, if you raise her up to be a good little nerd, like the rest of us, then she'll just come to the conventions with you.
I failed on the first one, but she's like likes the stuff. But she's definitely gonna be Disney princess.
So. Oh, but dude, like you're having another one, so like they're not gonna be the same. Trust me, they're gonna be night and day.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so there's hope. There's hope. I can
get a little no expectations is my. Oh, I remember we were supposed to show that. That's the outcome.
Look at that, dude. Freaking beautiful, bro. God damn it, Brad. What a talented guy, dude. All right, what song, Brad, do you feel like playing tonight?
I don't know.
Something chipper, something a little like fun.
Something chipper?
You know, I hope you don't mind, but I love hearing you sing, buddy.
But the thing is, I've noticed, I went back and listened. It actually, like, you hear it in real time, but they don't hear it properly. Like, it's like, it comes through crispy, like pixely.
No, you sound great.
It's loud.
I played one of them for my wife, and she was like, "Oh man, he's so good."
Really?
Yeah.
It came through well for her.
Yeah. How about what's a good like? Maybe like The Cure again. We did The Cure once, like Friday.
Brian, No Rain, Blind Melon.
I can try that. Yeah, I could probably do that one. I might have to change the key slightly, but let me try that one.
All right, let's go for it.
Alanis Morissette. That's a good one too.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you, Charles. Yes, I am. Baby's imminent. A few weeks away. See, Jose has a question for us while Brad gets set up. Do you think McFarlane's going to make a Hawkeye comic book version? I don't think so, because Hawkeye is over at the Marvel.
I'm warning you though.
You never know.
Probably won't sound good. But I'll try my best. Okay. And I also have to pull the lyrics up on account of the fact I can't remember it.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy.
I have a brain like a spaghetti colander.
All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. I like watching the birds gather rain.
Rob, if you want to join in, grab the guitar, buddy.
I don't know this song to play it.
That's the plan, Claudia. I'm hoping I can take them all to San Diego one day.
Oh, what about
I'll have to come for the first birthday, right? Because
dude, of course. You know. You ready, Brad? It's getting warmed up.
Man,
it's high note, man.
Round here is long. I could do round here. Anyway,
but that's not what was asked.
No, I know. Okay. Okay, let me figure out the key that I want to do it in.
Okay.
He meant Hawkman.
Oh, Hawkman. I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely. I think they're going to do a Hawkman, and soon, perhaps.
How does this person know? Comic Hawkman in October. Who is this? How do you know this? I don't have this information.
I don't.
Question for Rob, Brad, and Ahsoka. Make a red and blue suit Superman.
Okay, I don't know if I want to do it in D, because D's pretty high.
And I'm not drinking tonight, guys, because in case my wife goes into labor, which she can any minute, so I'm keeping it.
All right, I'll try,
ready?
but I'm gonna cock it up in D.
Let's go.
I should be playing it in C.
Do you want to do Stone Temple Pilots instead?
God damn it, Rob.
I'd love to do Stone Temple Pilots. Okay. It's going to be too high for me, though.
All right, guys. Brad's going to play us out. Here we go.
And that's a wrap.
High. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. And I like watching the puddles gather rain. All I can do is just pour some tea for two and speak my point of view, but it's not sane. It's not sane. It's not sane. I just want someone to say to me, oh, 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 I'll always be there when you wake. You know I like to keep my cheeks dry today. So stay with me and I'll have it made. And I don't understand why I sleep all day. And I start to complain when there's no rain. All I can do is read a book to stay awake. And it rips my life away, but it's the greatest escape. 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 And then he gets like really slow here. Yeah, I get bored with this song.
Hey, great job, my friend.
It'd be awesome if we could like list all the people who are in the chat just like as a scroll as he's like singing.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. One day, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. With that, we say good night. Thank you all for watching this episode of the DC Infinite Hour. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for your support. And we will talk to you guys soon. And Rob, Brad, any final words?
Thanks for coming. I can say that we all come back and do this every time because we actually have a lot of fun doing this. And then we like interacting with the chat and knowing that we're like doing something for people with people.
Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate your spending time with us on a Thursday or Wednesday night. It means a lot to us.
Yeah. Whenever we can get it together.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Brad, for playing us out. Everyone have a great night. Take care.